A woman brought her cat in because he had started leaving small dry pellets scattered around his bowl instead of finishing them. She assumed he had simply gone off that particular food and switched brands twice trying to fix it. He had not gone off the food. He had a tooth so inflamed at the root that closing his jaw on anything hard had become genuinely painful, and dropping the pellet was the only way he had of avoiding that. She had been refilling that bowl with a slightly softer alternative for weeks, quietly solving a problem she did not know existed, without ever once seeing him do anything that looked to her like an animal in pain. By the time she brought him in for an unrelated reason, the tooth had been hurting for what our examination suggested was at least 2 months. If you want help spotting the quiet changes an older cat cannot explain, subscribe to the channel. He had never once cried out, never once pawed dramatically at his face where she would have noticed. He had simply quietly adjusted his whole eating pattern around a pain he had no way of describing to her. I am Leon. I have spent 30 years in small animal practice and now work part-time, mostly with older cats. Mouth pain is one of the things I see missed more than almost anything else, and it is not because owners are careless or inattentive. It is because a cat's mouth is genuinely built to hide it from you. Here is the mechanism, and it is worth understanding properly because it explains every single item on today's list. A cat that shows pain openly gets targeted by predators and pushed out by rivals in the wild. So evolution favored the ones who could keep eating, grooming, and behaving normally while genuinely hurting underneath the whole time. That instinct never switched off just because your cat now sleeps on a sofa and has never once met a predator in its life. The result is that by the time the signs are obvious enough for an average owner to notice without looking specifically, the mouth has usually been uncomfortable for months already, sometimes considerably longer. Dental disease in an older cat rarely announces itself with anything dramatic. It builds slowly along the gum line, tooth by tooth, and the cat simply adjusts its habits around the pain rather than ever telling you directly that anything has changed at all. Older cats specifically carry more of this than younger ones for a straightforward reason. Tartar accumulates year on year, and the immune response to it tends to grow more inflamed over time rather than less. A mouth that looked perfectly fine at 6 years old can genuinely be in real trouble by 12, even if nothing about the daily routine ever changed in that time. Number 1. Breath that has changed in a way that goes beyond ordinary cat breath. A mild fishy smell straight after wet food is entirely normal and nothing to worry about. A sharper, distinctly unpleasant odor that was not there 6 months ago usually points to bacteria building up under the gum line, not simply an old cat's mouth getting less pleasant with age the way owners often assume. There is no cost at all to noticing this. It costs nothing to smell your cat's breath once a week while you are already stroking its head anyway. What it buys you is an early flag long before the mouth itself looks obviously wrong to the eye, which is usually a much later stage than the smell first changes. Number 2. Pawing at the mouth or rubbing the face against furniture more than it used to. A cat with a sore tooth or an inflamed gum will often paw at that specific side of the face, or rub it deliberately against a chair leg or the edge of a doorway. Owners frequently rid this as simple grooming or an itch rather than what it usually actually is, a cat trying to relieve pressure on a spot that genuinely hurts. Watch specifically for a pattern on one side rather than both. Ordinary grooming is usually fairly even across the whole face over the course of a day. Pain very often is not, and that asymmetry is the detail genuinely worth paying close attention to. Number 3. Dropping food, chewing carefully on one side, or tilting the head noticeably while eating. This is one of the clearest signs available and also one of the most commonly missed, mainly because most owners do not actually watch their cat eat a full meal from start to finish. A cat consistently favoring one side of its mouth is telling you plainly, in the only language available to it, roughly where the problem sits. Watch one entire meal properly without doing anything else at the same time. 5 genuine minutes of attention here tells you more than weeks of half noticing that something seemed vaguely off without ever pinning down what. Number 4. New drooling. Especially if it looks different from your cat's own normal amount. Some cats drool a little when deeply relaxed or being stroked, and that is entirely normal for them specifically. New drooling in a cat that never used to do this, particularly if it looks thicker than saliva usually does or is flecked with pink at the edges, points toward inflammation or an ulcer somewhere inside the mouth. Keep a soft cloth near your cat's usual resting spot for a week and actually check it rather than assuming. A change here is worth a same-day call to your vet rather than a wait-and-see approach, since active bleeding inside the mouth rarely resolves on its own without help. Number 5. Eating less overall or losing interest specifically in dry food while wet food stays perfectly fine. Dry kibble requires considerably more chewing pressure than wet food does, so a cat with dental pain will very often keep eating wet food happily while quietly abandoning the dry portion entirely, sometimes over the course of just a few days. Owners frequently read this shift as simple pickiness rather than pain. If your cat has switched preference suddenly and stayed there for more than a few days running, that switch itself is the useful information. It is not something to simply accommodate forever by buying softer food without ever asking why the preference changed in the first place. Number 6. Visible tartar building along the gum line or gums that look distinctly redder than they used to. Lift the lip gently once a month and actually look properly. Healthy gum tissue sits at a pale, even pink. Red swollen tissue right where the tooth meets the gum is the earliest visible sign of the inflammation that, left alone, eventually leads to real underlying damage. This costs nothing beyond 30 seconds of your own time and a little patience while your cat tolerates it. Catching this stage early is genuinely the difference between a straightforward scale and polish now, and a mouthful of extractions 2 years later once it has gone unnoticed. Number 7. Reluctance to be touched near the head or face when your cat previously tolerated it without any fuss at all. A cat that used to enjoy a chin scratch and now pulls away, flinches, or occasionally swats when you reach toward its face is telling you something specific has genuinely changed there. This is not your cat suddenly disliking affection out of nowhere. It is a direct physical response to a spot that has started to hurt in a way it did not before. Note exactly where the flinch happens if you are able to, since that specific detail is genuinely useful information for your vet at the next visit, rather than a vague general description. Number 8. Weight loss that gets quietly explained away as simply getting older. An older cat eating less because chewing hurts will lose weight gradually enough that it is genuinely easy to miss day to day, since nobody weighs a cat by eye with any real accuracy. Owners very often notice only once somebody else comments on it, or a carrier that used to fit loosely suddenly fits with room to spare. Weigh your cat properly once a month rather than judging by feel or by eye alone. A basic kitchen scale works perfectly well for this and costs very little, usually well under 20 pounds for one that will last for years. Number 9. A strange, slightly open resting mouth posture, or a visible gap where a tooth used to be. Tooth resorption, where the body gradually breaks down a tooth starting from the root, is extremely common in older cats and often stays completely invisible above the gum line until the tooth is genuinely gone entirely. A slightly open resting mouth, or a gap you had not previously noticed while your cat is relaxed and yawning, is worth a proper deliberate look rather than simply assuming it has always looked that way. Number 10. Pushing food out of the bowl onto the floor before eating it, or refusing a bowl entirely in favor of eating off a flat plate. A deep or narrow bowl presses the whiskers and the sides of the face against the rim with every bite, which a cat with a sore mouth finds genuinely unpleasant in a way a healthy cat barely registers. Some cats solve this themselves by dragging food out with a paw first. Others simply stop eating from that bowl at all, and owners assume it is fussiness about the bowl itself. Try a wide, shallow plate for a few days if you notice this pattern. If your cat eats far more easily off a flat surface than out of a bowl, that difference itself is worth mentioning at the next vet visit, since it often points toward discomfort right where the face meets the rim. A plate costs next to nothing to try, and the comparison itself tells you something a bowl alone never could. Here is a simple home routine worth starting regardless of whether you have noticed any of tonight's signs yet, because prevention here is considerably cheaper than treatment further down the line. Start by simply touching your cat's lips and gums with a clean finger for a few seconds each day, with no brush involved at all, until that touch itself is no longer a big event. Once that is comfortable, move to a soft finger brush or a small soft toothbrush with a cat-specific paste. Never a human one. Working up to a few seconds on each side rather than a full proper brushing straight away. Dental-specific kibble, the kind with a larger fibrous texture designed to scrape the tooth surface as your cat chews, can help slow tartar buildup for cats who will not tolerate brushing at all. It is not a substitute for an actual cleaning once tartar has already built up, but it genuinely helps keep a clean mouth clean for longer, and it costs roughly the same as an ordinary dry food. Number 11. A cat that has quietly stopped playing with toys held in the mouth, or dropped a long-standing habit of carrying a favorite soft toy around the house. Mouth pain shows up in more places than the food bowl. A cat that used to trot around proudly with a toy mouse and simply stopped 1 month with no other obvious change in energy or mobility is worth watching more closely around the face and jaw specifically, rather than assuming it has simply grown out of a kitten habit. Here is what a dental check actually costs, since this is usually where owners hesitate the longest, and hesitation here is the one thing that reliably makes the eventual bill worse rather than better. A straightforward examination and a basic scale run somewhere between 80 and 150 pounds depending on your local clinic. A full cleaning that requires a general anesthetic, which most genuinely do once tartar has properly built up, runs considerably more, very often several hundred pounds, because it involves trained staff, proper monitoring equipment, and real time under anesthetic. Not simply a quick scrape with a hand tool. Routine dental care of this exact kind is very often excluded from pet insurance policies entirely, treated the same way insurers treat vaccines and worming rather than as an unexpected illness that arrived out of nowhere. That makes catching problems early, while a simple scale and polish is still genuinely an option rather than multiple extractions under the same anesthetic. A real and significant saving rather than a nice to have you can put off indefinitely. The gap between those two outcomes is genuinely large, and it grows every month the problem sits unaddressed. A straightforward scale and polish on a mouth caught early is usually finished within an hour of anesthetic time. A mouth left for a further year or two, with resorption spreading tooth by tooth and the gum line fully inflamed throughout, can mean removing the majority of the teeth in one long procedure, with a longer recovery and a bill that can easily run into 4 figures once you add medication, extended monitoring, and a follow-up check. None of that extra cost buys your cat anything your vet would have preferred to spend it on. It is purely the price of the problem being allowed to progress rather than being caught early. Here is what you can actually do tonight, regardless of how your own cat's mouth has looked to you up until now. Lift your cat's lip gently on both sides and look properly at the gum line where it meets the teeth. Smell the breath honestly rather than in passing while you are distracted by something else. Watch the next full meal from start to finish rather than glancing over occasionally between other tasks. If you notice 2 or more of tonight's signs together, that combination is worth a properly booked check rather than a wait-and-see approach, even if your cat otherwise seems entirely fine in every other way you can think to measure. I've put together a fuller guide covering how to actually carry out a proper home mouth check, how to slowly get a toothbrush anywhere near a cat that has never once tolerated one in its life, and what a dental visit at each realistic stage genuinely tends to cost depending on how far things have already progressed. It is linked below if tonight's video has left you wanting to go further into the detail. I put that guide together because the owners I have sat across from over the years were rarely careless people. Nearly every one of them loved their cat completely and simply had no way of knowing what a quiet mouth full of pain actually looks like from the outside, since nothing about it looks urgent until it very suddenly does. None of this replaces an actual proper look inside your cat's mouth from your own vet, particularly once you have noticed more than one of tonight's signs together in the same animal. It simply means you walk into that appointment already knowing roughly what you are likely dealing with, rather than starting completely from nothing and hoping for the best. So tonight, do the lip check properly on both sides, watch one entire meal without distraction, and smell that breath honestly rather than out of pure habit. A mouth that has been hurting quietly for months is very often genuinely fixable in a single visit once somebody finally actually looks properly. I think about that woman and her cat fairly often, mostly because nothing about what she did was wrong in any way. She watched her cat closely enough to notice the dropped food and cared enough to change the food twice, trying to fix it herself. The only thing missing was knowing that a mouth can hurt for months while everything else about a cat looks completely and convincingly normal the entire time. That is genuinely the whole reason this list exists.